Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't never.
I put this record, like what, right? Sampling the Missy Elliott beat. And this girl on Twitter, she subbed me. She threw me a little sub on Twitter and everything. And I ignored it because it's a sub with no name. So it's like, I'm just gonna ignore you. I don't know why she would be upset about that because so many people have sampled that beat.
Cardi B just let slip that her old bestie Bia supposedly got a little too close to her ex, Offset. And get this, they apparently even filmed a secret X tape. Stick around for all the juicy details. 2024 is turning out to be full of wild rap battles, and right now it's Cardi B versus Bia. They've never worked together before, but there's been some under-the-radar tension brewing for a bit. It all kicked off when Cardi threw a slick diss at Bia in her verse on the remix of Wanna Be by Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Cardi didn't just stop with the track. She took to Instagram Live to dish out more dirt, accusing Bia of shading her for supposedly stealing her rap style. Bia clapped back hard, hitting up her own live stream to release her diss track, Sue Me!
Dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't never. I see right through you. You ain't never. Right through you. Put it on.
Well, the internet's been buzzing about Bia scrubbing some old tweets that were all lovey-dovey about Cardi B. But Bia's still got some nice things to say about Cardi on her page. Flashback to 2021, Bia was all praises for Cardi when Bodak Yellow hit diamond status. Congrats to Cardi B breaking barriers for the girls. And here's a kicker. When a Nicki Minaj fan account tried trolling Bia for backing Cardi, Bia stood her ground, praising Cardi's hustle and achievements. She even slammed the haters, saying if you're not inspired by what Cardi's managed to do, you're just not watching. Plus, Bia didn't miss a chance to highlight her own decade in the game, pointing out that Cardi's success is no small feat. That's how you do a clapback. In 2023, Bia hopped onto TikTok Live to clear the air about rumored beef with Cardi B. This whole thing blew up after fans dug up and shared some old tweets where Bia was all about supporting Cardi. The chatter got louder because Bia was seen getting chummy with Nicki Minaj, who's known to have beef with Cardi. Just so you know, Bia and Nicki teamed up on the tracks Whole Lotta Money and Super Freaky Girl remixes. On her live, Bia was like,
keep it 100. Sweetie, I didn't switch up on anybody because I don't know Cardi in real life. I've never met Cardi. We've never had a conversation. Like, I don't have no issues with her. It's all love, but I don't know her. Like, so y'all do too much on this app. I don't know her in real life. We don't know each other.
Shout out to her.
We don't know them. Ask me about somebody I know. Ask me about somebody I've met in real life, not online.
Cardi didn't hit back or comment on this right away. How it's going now. 4 days after Cardi B dropped her Like What freestyle, Bia hit up Twitter to react to fans saying it sounded a lot like her track I'm That Bitch, which was out over a year earlier. Cardi was already catching some flack for the song, with folks arguing she snagged Ski Mask, the Slump God style from Catch Me Outside. But actually, all three tracks are borrowing vibes from Missy Elliott's 1999 hit, She's a Bitch. Bia just popped a woozy face emoji under a tweet suggesting she's been a big inspiration for Cardi lately, and fans started commenting immediately about how this tweet was about Cardi B. Bia really trying to say Cardi sound like her. Not long after, Cardi tweeted out, "Bitches make a fool of themselves every single time. I'ma show you something when I release this song though," which seemed aimed at Bia's dig. In Dreezy's remix of Bitch Duh, Bia drops lines that might be taking shots at Cardi, especially after Cardi admitted she found it tough to rap on Ice Spice's Munch beat. Bia goes, "I hear poppin' shit and that's so funny to me, how you say you running down but you can't walk on the beat." She keeps it going with, "I can never turn my phone on just to cry. On a live I hate a sneak pick a side. If you want to get up with me, tell that we're outside." This could be about when Cardi spilled on Instagram Live about troubles with Offset and his cheating. Cardi didn't just sit back. She clapped back on the Wanna Be remix with Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, dropping some fierce lines and even calling out Bia directly. She mentioned the tweet and delete drama too, ending her verse with some pretty hard hits at Bia. Right after her verse went live, Bia was back on Twitter with a clip from a rap battle, throwing shade with tweets like, "This is whack. is trash. I should hang right over my knee, the way I be putting my belt to they. Less than a day later, Cardi went on Instagram Live to lay out the feud's timeline, claiming the drama kicked off with Bia accusing her of copying her flow. Even after a call that seemed to clear the air, Cardi felt Bia kept the shade coming. Cardi even teased a bit of Bia's diss track and hinted at legal action for some serious accusations Bia made. Bia responded by playing her full diss track Sue Me live, laying into Cardi with all sorts of claims, including cheating allegations and ghostwriting accusations.
Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter.
Cardi shot back, defending her authentic self and vowing never to change. So yeah, the drama is hot and heavy between these two right now. All the Cardi and Bia fans are holding on to their seats, waiting to see who's gonna drop the next diss or perhaps make a call out on social media. It's anyone's guess at this point. We all know the strategy of these hip-hop artists all too well. So this whole drama between Cardi and Bia really blew up online, sparking all sorts of chatter. Fans started saying Cardi was biting Bia's style, and that lit the fuse on their beef. Cardi didn't just let it slide, she actually called Bia to confront her, and let's just say, things got pretty heated from the jump. But even after their talk, things only escalated, with Cardi throwing some serious shade in her tracks. The latest twist? Cardi's thinking about suing Bia, but not just over the feud. There's this wild rumor that Cardi cheated on Offset, and guess what? The rumor started from Offset himself in some vague post. It's kinda wild that Cardi is talking about suing when the rumor came from her own hubby. But Bia's not just sitting around. She took that post from Offset and slapped it right on her diss track cover and really let loose on Cardi. She's calling out everything from Cardi's complaints to poking fun at her plastic surgeries. Honestly, this whole situation feels like a circus, and Bia's clapback is just stoking the flames even more. Looking ahead, this beef between Cardi and Bia could go a few ways. They might keep throwing digs in their music and on social media, kind of how Kendrick and Drake did before cooling off. This could keep them in the headlines and maybe even bump up their streams and sales as fans flock to catch each diss. The Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef wasn't a full-blown feud until recently, but more of a subtle rivalry, mainly playing out through lyrics and interviews over several years. It started around 2013 after Kendrick's verse on Control, where he named several rappers, including Drake, as competitors he aimed to surpass. Drake responded in interviews and through his music, expressing a mix of respect and slight disapproval of Kendrick's approach. The tension simmered with both artists occasionally dropping what fans interpreted as veiled disses in their songs. For instance, Drake's tracks like The Language and Used To contained lines that seemed to reference Kendrick indirectly. Kendrick, on the other hand, had lines in songs like King Kunta and his verse in Deep Water that seemed to respond back. And then recently, we've seen them go all out, calling each other on all kinds of accounts. But this is not the only way a rap beef can go down. There's a chance they might squash it all behind the scenes, leading to a surprise collab or a public makeup moment. But then again, with Cardi's talk of lawsuits, things could get real legal, real fast. This could shift from a music feud to a full-blown court drama, pulling lawyers into what's been just lyrical jabs so far. Back when Cardi threw shoes at Nicki, Nicki didn't sue. She kept it in the music. But Cardi, well, she's often in the headlines for drama over her music. How this all pans out depends on how their teams play it. Will they amp up the drama for the publicity or dial it back to focus on the tunes? Time will tell, but either way, everyone's watching. And that's where we leave things for now in the ever-evolving saga between Cardi B and Bia. As these talented artists continue to express their feelings and disputes through their music and social media, we're reminded of the fierce competitive spirit that often drives the hip-hop world. Will this feud simmer down, or will it spark something bigger in the industry? Only time will tell. Now we want to hear from you. What's your take on this whole Cardi versus Bia drama? Do you think they'll eventually hit the studio together, or are we in for more diss tracks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, or hit us up on social media. Join the discussion and let us know how you see this rivalry playing out.